Hi, my name is Raschell, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. So what does recognize, rewrite, and realign for your greater purpose mean? Well, let's start with greater purpose. What does that mean? Everybody has a greater purpose. It can be as simple as a very good friend of mine whose greater purpose, I told her, was to show the children she worked with unconditional love. And she was like, that sounds about right. I have another amazing lady who actually just recently came on my podcast, and she shared with me that she loves to cook and that she started off as a grocery cart girl, and then she moved into cooking in beautiful restaurants. And now she has her own YouTube channel and she does amazing dishes for the homeless. Your greater purpose really is what you feel you should be here for, what lights you up, what makes you happy. It is in all of us. So what does rewrite mean? Rewrite means rewriting the stories that were placed there by your friends or your coworkers or your parents or your peers or your teachers or social media at this point in your life. Those stories, are they yours? Think about it. Are they yours or are they someone else's? So when you get up in the morning and the story that you run in your head, is that your story? So that's something you have to ask yourself. And then recognize the ongoing mantra of things that are going on in your head, what you say to yourself every day, how you show up in the world. Pay attention to that, because we have over, I think 50,000 thoughts or even more. You could never track all of them. But if you pay attention to what you're actually thinking towards yourself and towards how you can do and things you can do in the world, then that's the biggest step for you right there. So when we talk about stories, I can share with you this, that if I told myself the same story that I was telling myself 10 or 15 years ago, I would not be in the place I am today. I left a really rough, abusive relationship, and that led me to where I am today by changing my story. Now, it wasn't all frilly and fantastic right after I decided to change my story. Of course not. There was definitely challenges. There were things that pushed me to the edge. There were things that tested my resilience. But what I did, which was the biggest thing, was I got out of my comfort zone. I made those changes. And I still to today instill that type of knowledge to my family. Why? Because we are conditioned to be one way. So in my channel, you'll probably find some incredible videos where I've interviewed people from around the globe who shared their transformation, how they went from one place to another, how they did it, and what gave them the inspiration to keep going. Because sometimes it's really, really hard to keep going when everything goes against you and you're not sure if you're on the right path. But I always believe that if one story can inspire someone to make that change, then you've done your job for humanity. I'll also have some incredible videos where I share my programs and some of the tips that I have used along the way to really start to reframe. So I ask you, what are you recognizing in your story? And how are you going to rewrite it? And then how are you going to realign it? So I'll see you in the videos.